Hi, welcome back. My name's Jamie. I'm the founder of Jln Life Now. And this video is for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the month of October 2025. Okay? So Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising, October 2025. Okay, before we get into the cards, let's do a little highlight of the month. Okay? So on October 6th, we have a full moon in Aries, which is taking place in your 7th house. Okay, this is the full moon to the new moon that happened 6 months ago in March, the solar eclipse in your 7th house. And during that time, you may have started to question how you connect, right? As far as committed relationships, whether they're romantic or they're business. How do you connect, right? What is it that you need? As far as contracts, maybe some matters came up, legal matters, formal agreements, negotiations, mirrors, right? Because relationships are mirrors. So maybe, started to question, like, what do you attract in others, right? And what does that say about you when you, self-reflect? Then in June, around Cancer season, you might have felt an emotional tension or maybe a moment where you had to make a choice tied to the events that you started in March, right? Having to do with your 7th house. That, maybe it was about your obligations, right, to society, your job, the role that it played or plays in your relationships. So now, here we are, October 6th, the full moon. And this is highlighting everything that you've worked up until this point, right? All the hard work, all the self-reflection that you've done, maybe, have had conversations with your partner, just telling them like, this is what I need, this is what I discovered that I want. Maybe, I feel like I need this from you, but I've noticed that this is how I behave, and kind of having those trial and errors, right? When it comes to finding out what it is that you want long term. And at this point, it's kind of like understanding what's working and what's not working, right? And releasing what isn't working and holding on to what is, and then finding ways around it, right? That's kind of what this time in the beginning of the month is showing you. It's highlighting, it's giving you the opportunity to see into dark areas of your life that you hadn't seen, that you didn't even know about, okay? And then during that time as well, Mercury enters Scorpio, your 2nd house, right? So again, that goes, you start thinking about like, what innate talents do you have? What is it that you value? Your income. What you need as far as emotional or physical, tangible, intangible things to make you feel valued, right? What your overall relationship is to like abundance, right? And stability, and what that looks like for you. Okay. So, and then you kind of start connecting it, right? To what's happening now with the full moon and then with the new moon. Okay. Because then a new moon happens in your 1st house, the house of where you question, like, who are you, right? It's how you identify. It's how you see yourself. It's how others see you. It's your physical body, your appearance, your instinctive behavior, your personality, how you approach life. Something about that area of life, you want to start something new. There's something you want to plan, okay? And it may have had to do with what you've discovered, right, as far as partnership. So now, here we are, right? It's January, right? January, like Capricorn season. And the cycle of the new moon in Aries is coming to a close, right? And for you, it's about how is it that your relationships play out due to your upbringing, your home, what it is that you need to feel safe and nurtured, right? And then going back to the other side, right, to your first house, and stating like, who am I, right? Who am I in comparison to my upbringing? And kind of maybe finding out during that time that your upbringing may have, constricted you, right? Fate made you feel like you had to live in a box, okay? And right now it's about like getting out of that box, releasing and understanding who and what you are. Okay, so you're going to run into that. And, there's going to be times where you feel like you're doing something wrong, right? Because you're going against how you were raised, right? So those are themes that may be playing out in the next 6 months. Okay, now we're going to do cards for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's see. Okay, so this month, your card, you're highlighted. It's all about you. It's like this reading, yes. Libra is about balance, right? It's about understanding the universal laws, understanding the way life works when it comes to external, outside of you, right? And understanding that in the big, grand theme of life, you are actually big compared to the small, insignificant things that sometimes happen the outside of you that you have no control over. And all you really can do is rebalance yourself to make sure that moving forward, you're okay. Okay. There's a new area in life that you want to start, right? Some type of new passion that you want to plant the seed. And right now you feel like financially you can't do that, right? You want to do something, but your finances, I feel like you need some type of security, some type of financial security, right? And it says, for some of you, it's like you're holding on too tight and you're not letting your creativity through, okay? This month is about releasing this juggle that you have going on with two different maybe incomes, two of something that you're juggling, that you're keeping up, and it's weighing on you. For some of you, it's two relationships, and it's keeping you up at night, right? And one of them has to do with childhood. Someone from the past, right, comes on in, which is interesting, right? And it keeps you up and you're worried. And you have to ask yourself, like, what is it that a happy home, a happy life looks like for you, right? Like, what does that look like? What does that partner look like? Because I don't think you're asking for perfection, no. But in order to understand what you need to understand yourself, right? The good, the ugly, the indifferent. And that's kind of what comes to mind. Also, releasing some of the holdups that you have from childhood, right? So if you were raised in a household where like your parents were so tight with money that you didn't take vacations, right? That might have bled into you. So now you find yourself like holding on so tight to money that you don't take vacations, right? And it's about undoing that mentality, like those characteristics that were put on you that don't belong to you. They belong to your parents for whatever reason, whatever it is that they went through, right? So that's kind of what it is. You are going to be worried about a loved one that's there. You know, your thoughts are going to be concentrating on that person. I need you to work that out though, right? Because you're emotionally worried, right? Your thoughts are, it's like this cycle that keeps going, right? That you're just like nonstop worried. I need you to control your mind and your thoughts, right? And understand that all you can do for that person outside of you is pray for them, right? Pray for them. Ask God to help them, to guide them, to walk with them. In your environment, if there's something that you've wanted, right? A new house, new friends. The answer is yes. The answer is yes. Yes, 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 yes. Right? There's a wish that you've wanted that takes place outside of you. Something physical that you wanted. The answer is yes. There are some people asking for maybe, I don't know, psychic abilities, intuition to return, although it hasn't left you. A mother to start acting and behaving like a mother. Some of you have asked for questions and answers that are beyond this plane, right? You're hoping and wishing for them, right? Praying to your mom that may or may not be here. Just know that they are. Know that intuition is something that lives within you. And what happens is that sometimes there's blockages put in front of us, right? In front of your intuition there, because, you know, life has literally made you question yourself, second guess yourself, has put doubt into you, right? Your intuition is clouded. It's clouded. It can't come through, but it's there. It's there. And all you have to do, right, is start understanding these patterns, these things that are happening, and releasing them. Okay? It's going to be a beautiful month. It's going to be a beautiful month. You're going to be successful. You're going to be seen. It's going to be joyous. You're going to feel free. You're going to act childlike. For some of you, if there's some type of social event that you want to be involved in, you are. For some of you, it's like kind of understanding what your long-term goal is, which is a relief. Some of you move. To be closer to a mother figure. Some of you buy a mobile home. there's recognition, right? There's recognition that's there. For some of you, it's like when you leave home, you find recognition. New beginnings. Begin your new life. Okay? Card is so pretty. It is. It's about new beginnings. It really is. New beginning of self, new beginning of others, recognizing the patterns, seeing how, like, you know, your upbringing and your foundation has played a role in who you think you are, what it is that you think you need out of others. You know, it's beautiful. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Okay, I'll get back to you. Thank you so much. Love you. Bye.